Let's do those things together. Let's make sure we're all following the same rules. 1, my mouth stays closed, so I can listen when God's speaking to me. 2, my hands and feet stay closed so I won't distract my friends. 3, my smile is big and I'm gonna have fun. I am so excited to spend the day with you. I'll see you soon. Oh, hey friends, it's so good to see you. I've been thinking a lot about how water moves. It's fascinating. Have you ever been to a lake or an ocean? If so, you've probably seen waves moving back and forth along the shore. Today, I'm going to do an experiment to see how water flows. I filled this bag with water, and I'm going to poke pencils through both sides. Maybe you've seen this before. What do you think is going to happen?
Water will work.
Do you think water will spill out?
Yes.
Wow, water didn't spill out. The pencils are blocking the holes. Grandpa told me about an amazing Bible story about a miracle with water on our camping trip to the lake. Do you have time to listen to it?
Yes.
Great! Like all of our other Bible stories, Grandpa said this Bible story will show us who God is. The people in this story felt really scared, and we're going to be watching for what our big, strong, and good God does when people like you and me are scared. Our story is set into motion when God talks to Moses from a bush that was on fire, but it didn't burn up. God told Moses to go to the mighty Pharaoh, the guy in charge of Egypt, with a message from God. God says, "Let my people go." Moses was scared about that. He knew Pharaoh believed he was the most powerful person on earth, and Pharaoh did not like to be told what to do. It took 10 miracles, things only God could do, for Pharaoh to listen. He finally said the Israelites could go, and the Israelites... Oh, a clue! This will be fun. Let's put on our binoculars to help us find it.
You take this on a trip.
What do you see? Anything you take on a trip?
You often pack clothes in it.
Oh, a suitcase. Right. The Israelites packed clothes, kitchen pots, tools, and food. They even took their farm animals along too. Do you think the kids took their favorite toy? I'm sure they did. The Israelites started walking and walking and walking. They looked behind them and saw Egypt getting further and further away. But they kept walking. Egypt began to look like a tiny little dot there in the distance. Are we done walking yet? I bet a lot of kids were asking their moms that question. Oh, I love this part. How would you guess the Israelites knew where to go?
Wow!
The Bible tells us that God showed them where to go by sending an angel and something else. It was yes, a clue! Okay, what are we looking for?
This hangs in the sky and sometimes hides the sun.
Hangs in the sky? Hides the sun? Oh, I need my binoculars.
Rain falls from this.
Oh, a cloud. God placed a giant, tall cloud in front of them. All day, they just had to follow the cloud. At night, God used fire that would give them light to see. The Bible says that the cloud and fire never left the people during this trip. Grandpa says that was to help the people know that God was with them all the time. Back in Egypt, Pharaoh was mad, madder than mad. He let the Israelites go, but now he wished he hadn't. The people around him said, "What if they don't come back? Who will do the work?" They don't look like they're coming back. Pharaoh called for his army to get ready. The soldiers put on their armor and reached for their swords. They jumped up on their chariots pulled by horses and chased after the Israelites. The Israelites were camped by the Red Sea. This is where God had led them. But this is where it gets really scary for the Israelites. They saw the rising dust of chariots and horses and strong men coming toward on one side. The other side was the huge Red Sea. It looked like the Israelites were stuck. How could families with grandmas, babies, and preschoolers beat an army of soldiers? That sounds scary, doesn't it?
Yes!
They didn't have to be scared. They didn't have to fight for themselves because God was going to fight for them. The truth God was teaching them was, God saves me. Hey, I think that's our faith fact. God saves me. Sometimes we need to tell ourselves a truth about God and believe it in our hearts before we see it in our eyes. Even though it looks like the Israelites were stuck in this story, let's say it again together.
God saves me.
Are you ready to hear how God saved the Israelites?
Yes!
The cloud of God's presence moved between the Israelites and the Egyptians. The Bible says that God gave light to the Israelite side and darkness to the Egyptian side to protect the Israelites. God told Moses to stretch out his hand to the Red Sea, and God showed his power. All night long, God pushed back the mighty water to create a dry path right through the middle of the sea. Wow, God is amazing, isn't he?
Yes!
The Israelites walked right through the Red Sea on the dry ground. A wall of water on the right and a wall of water on the left. It was amazing! Kind of like me being able to poke these pencils through the bag. What do you think will happen if I pulled one of the pencils out?
I don't know.
Let's try it. Wow, the water flows out of the hole made by the pencil. I think this will keep going until the water flows out of the bag. Hey, that's kind of like what God did in the Bible story I was telling you. After the last Israelite stepped out of the Red Sea, the water flowed back with a crash. God saved them from Pharaoh's army. And when we feel scared about something, we can know that God will be with us too. Can we say our faith fact together?
God saves me.
Okay, I'm gonna see if Grandpa can figure out our Bible story. Don't forget, you can't tell him anything. See you soon.
Oh, hey everyone. Well, I was just unpacking from our camping trip. Was Lizzie telling you a Bible story? Well, let me see if I can figure it out. Well, I see water spilled out of a bag and a suitcase and a cloud. Packing a suitcase and being led by a cloud, maybe?
Yes!
The Israelites being chased by the Egyptians?
Yes!
And the water. Where would water come in? God parting the Red Sea.
Did he figure out the Bible story?
Yes!
And what a great story to share with your friends, Lizzie. You know, many years ago, I memorized a verse that goes really well with the journey of the Israelites. It's Psalm 37:23. The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives.
Grandpa, let's come up with some motions for the Bible verse.
I love that idea.
The verse part is easy because we always do it the same way. Psalm 37:23. The Lord directs the steps of the godly. What motions would be good for this? How about this? The Lord directs the steps of the godly.
Hey, we'll do it with you. Psalm 37:23. The Lord directs the steps of the godly.
Directing their steps is exactly what God did in our Bible story for the Israelites, Grandpa.
That's right. And you know, Lizzie, God's been directing our steps too. What do you say we direct our steps together and you and I put away the camping stuff?
Sure, Grandpa. It was great seeing you guys today. We'll see you next time.